in music, you're basically having a conch. It's a conch. It's not a conch. Ooh, there's a bit of a dodgy conch here. I am convinced that I have no idea how to do Batman. I can tell you everything you need to know in one word.
Whoa, Hans Zimmer. I think any major movie you've watched, he's pretty much scored pretty much for all those major movies you've probably seen. I mean, just look at his catalog. Like, you got Gladiator, that was a pretty good movie I watched. Inception, Dark Knight, Interstellar, The Lion King, like Rain Man, Man of Steel, Pirates of the Caribbean. Look at all this stuff. Madagascar. He's basically like the Jeff Bezos of film music. Back in the day, composers like John Williams, Danny Elfman, heck, you can even go further back to Mozart. If you wanted to score for an orchestra, you would have to handwrite the music. But nowadays, many composers make mock-ups of an orchestra on their computers. That's what Hans Zimmer did. Since the writing process of orchestral music has been digitized, this allowed him to expand his creativity utilizing electronic sounds and sound design. This is where he was able to discover and polish his sound. A lot of Hans Zimmer's scores lack melody. The reason of this is because he's more interested in emphasizing the emotion of the scene rather than just flexing his composer skills. Like, take for example Time from the movie Inception. It basically starts off with 4 chords on a piano and it just repeats over and over and over, and with that he builds upon that progression with synths, orchestras, horns, and by adding all these layers he creates a sound that's almost larger than life. There's a great video by the channel Modern Film Composer and breaks down step by step of how it's made. I'll leave a link to his video if you want to check it out. So yeah, enough what I said, let's just jump into it. Okay, so make sure you got a nice Cubase template open up. He's a Cubase user, and usually film composers have film, but since I don't have film, the best way to showcase his sound is I'm just going to remake Megalovania in his style. So yeah, he loves a piano. This needs a lot more reverb. This needs a way more reverb. I don't know. I'm gonna play a lot slower because, you know, Hans Zimmer is very minimalistic, so don't make it too complicated. Oops. And basically, based on this melody, you know, this is going to be the core idea throughout the whole entire track. So you're basically building upon this. So yeah, let's, you know, take this and repeat this. Now, obviously strings. Hans Zimmer is very minimalistic, so don't do anything fancy. Like, just have like one note play. It's kind of quiet, but yeah, it grows. As you can see, it slowly grows. Add more notes. Add more notes. Basically, you want to introduce another melody. Like I said, nothing too complicated. Don't do something like, I don't know. I'm going to use a cello in this case, as you can see right here. What? So yeah, kind of like introduce like another melody. Okay, so you basically take that melody and you let the high strings play it. And this is just playing the bass notes to make it thick. And if you want to add more texture, just add a woodwind thing, you know? Yeah. This is kind of optional, but feel free to add a guitar. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the chord progression. Hans Zimmer really likes the key of D minor.
I like writing in D.
That's why I went with the Megalovania song, because it's in D minor. So obviously you start with D minor. You go over to C major, G major, B flat major. Also, like at the end of this part, this is where I actually play A major, which is basically the 5th in D minor. if you know your music theory. If that's not making sense to you, hey, no problem, don't worry about it. Our good buddies at Melodics can help you with this stuff. Melodics is a music learning app that teaches you how to play the keys. All you need is a MIDI keyboard. Opening up the app, you're introduced with a lot of lessons, courses, and exercises that help you improve your keyboard skills and learn music theory along the way. The way Melodics teaches is like a game style. The goal is to hit all the right notes and get the best score on each lesson you do. Also, Melodics offers pads and percussion. So if you have a pad or a drum, you can hook that up to Melodics and start learning how to play the pads, or drums in this case. I definitely recommend Melodics to those producers who want to learn how to play the keyboard but doesn't want to spend a fortune on private lessons. It's great for beginners, super easy to use. Link is in the description. It's a free download. Go check out Melodics and start learning how to play the keys today. Alright, second part. He really likes to use a lot of analog synths, but I don't have any. Other than that, he really likes this plugin Zebra, so this can do the job pretty well. I took this preset and I basically just fiddle around with these oscillators, and I'm not sure what I exactly did, to be honest, but basically you want to have like a weird sound that kind of gives it like a moving feel. I also did layer it with like another one. I did more sound design by adding a halftime and just put it at a 1-bar thing and cut off the high end a little bit so it gives it that weird slow vibe. And of course, OTT. Oh yeah, I also added some weird reverse sound effects. Electronic drums. Add some weird, like, I don't know what they call it. It sounds something like this. Yeah, you got the strings doing the spiccato thing. Yeah, then you got the low string doing the do 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 do. And of course, now, this is totally not Hans Zimmer-like, but I mean, since this is a remake, gotta let the listener know that this is Megalovania. Alright, now the epic grand Hans Zimmer sound. You know, it's all about big sounding chords. Whoa. Yeah, strings do the same thing, but you just keep repeating the and layer it even more. Woodwinds are pretty much unnecessary at this part, but I mean, unless you got like, you can play the low notes, I guess. Use a lot of taiko, just a lot of taiko. This is orchestral music. Like, don't do something like this. This just gonna sound bad. More taiko. I mean, this orange chicken up. Orange drum. You know what? I'm gonna call it an orange chicken. I don't know why they call it an orange drum. Oh, it's just a taiko. And you can layer some impact if you want. Then you play the melody. This is where you basically stack a lot of brass. You know what? I think it needs another horn. You know? Yeah, I think I need to add another one. Yeah, it's just not thick enough. But yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the whole entire track. That's basically Hans Zimmer. I guess we're done. Let's play. Where's the play button? Oh, there it is.